At 38, Lionel Messi is still proving he's a genius. With just one swing of that magical left foot, he turned the impossible into reality. A 70-meter pass that ripped through DC United's defense and dropped perfectly into the path of Tadeo Allende, who needed only to finish what felt like destiny. That single moment of brilliance was the clearest answer to the question of age. Messi doesn't shield the ball with speed anymore. He shields it with the lightning speed of his footballing mind. And that was just the prelude. The opening act to a night in which Messi played every role: director, leading man, and ultimately, match winner. 2 goals followed, sealing the contest and reminding the world once more that we are not just watching a footballer, but a master redefining the limits of greatness. That pass of his didn't simply find Allende. It landed on his stride with centimeter precision, as if guided by invisible strings. The rest, as they say, was history. A goal born not of raw power, but of intelligence. A ball delivered with such defiance of physics and logic that the stadium erupted, not only because of the goal, but because they had witnessed the extraordinary. They had seen a king reaffirm his throne by carving out a space in time that only he could create. And yet, that assist was only the opening note of a full symphony. Messi was the conductor, the soloist, and the one to bring down the curtain. This was no simple stroll for Inter Miami. Missing their talismanic striker, Luis Suarez, they wobbled when DC United clawed their way back. Legs grew heavy, doubts crept in, and that's when a savior was needed. For 20 years, Messi has been that man, and once again, he was. In the 66th minute, Jordi Alba found him. Suddenly, the air around Messi seemed to thicken, time slowing to his rhythm. One sharp swivel of the hips erased the defender, opening a tight window. Then came the finish, a ruthless left-footed strike at the near post. Cold, clinical, unstoppable. A goal that was both art and execution. A reminder that Messi's fire still burns fiercely, a short and emphatic answer to anyone who dares question his hunger. But the true climax of the night came in the 85th minute. With the game hanging in the balance, Messi once again rose to the occasion. This time it was a masterpiece, one of those signature works of art only he could create. Receiving the ball from Sergio Busquets, Messi didn't charge directly into the box. Instead, he nudged it to the left. A simple touch, yet one that opened up an entire universe of space. The defender bit, and suddenly the pitch stretched wide open. What came next was inevitable. That trademark curling left foot strike, the ball arrowing into the far corner, leaving the goalkeeper frozen in helpless admiration. 3-2 Inter Miami. A brace, an assist, and yet another performance for the ages. That's Messi. He turns ordinary matches into exhibitions, dry statistics into epic poetry. Those 2 goals against DC United lifted his career tally to a staggering 882, an unprecedented record in football history. Among them, 102 have come from outside the box, proof that from any distance, Messi's left foot is a weapon of mass destruction. And then there are the assists, 391 of them, showing he is not just a goal machine, but also one of the greatest architects the game has ever seen. Numbers are everywhere. 7 goals and 6 assists in his last 9 games for Inter Miami, a brace for Argentina at 38, leading the MLS Golden Boot race with 22 goals, and a season tally of 30 goals and 13 assists in 37 games for Miami. Those stats alone would be enough to elevate any player into the pantheon of legends. But with Messi, the numbers are just the tip of the iceberg, because his legacy cannot be contained by numbers. Messi's legacy is emotion. It's the way he makes entire stadiums rise to their feet after one dazzling run, the way defenders tremble at the mere sight of him in full flow. His legacy is also his impact on a league, on a city, on a nation. Before Messi arrived, Inter Miami were a young fledgling club, generating around $60 million in revenue. 1 year after his arrival, that number has more than doubled to over 130 million. This year, projections are pushing toward 200 million, with 300 million set as the goal for 2026. Messi hasn't just brought goals, he's brought a revolution. He's turned MLS from a so-called anonymous league, in the eyes of many, into a destination that players now dream of. Messi's shirt sales outpace those of any athlete in the world. His pull fills every stadium Inter Miami step into. His personal brand has even become a key sponsor for the club's youth teams and academy. This is more than a commercial deal. It's a commitment. Messi didn't come to America to wind down his career. He came to build something lasting, a dynasty, planting seeds for the future, where even his own sons are becoming part of the story. With such monumental impact, it's no surprise Inter Miami are doing everything possible to keep him. Trusted sources, from Fabrizio Romano to ESPN, confirm a new contract is already in the works. A deal that won't just extend past the 2026 World Cup, but could even tie Messi to the club for life, keeping him involved well beyond his playing days. It is a perfect symbiosis. Beckham and Inter Miami's owners know they are holding a treasure. They've promised not just to meet Messi's financial demands, but to build a competitive squad around him. The pursuit of World Cup winner Rodrigo de Paul is a clear statement of intent. They're offering Messi more than a contract. They're offering him a project. And Messi, on the far side of his career, has found the perfect stage to script his final chapters. A place with just the right level of competition, a peaceful life for his family, and a platform where he can still deliver football at the very highest level. The 2026 World Cup will take place right where Messi now calls home, a stage many believe will be the final tango of Leo in Argentina's colors. It is the chance for him and his teammates to defend the crown they lifted in Qatar. And once that chapter closes, his legacy will belong fully to Inter Miami, where Messi will continue chasing milestones inside a brand new, state-of-the-art arena, the Miami Freedom Park. Back to that moment against DC United, the 70-meter pass was not just an otherworldly assist. It was a message that even with silver in his hair and legs, no longer carrying the spring of his 20s, Messi's mind and that left foot still belong to another dimension. He is the living embodiment of why football is called the beautiful game, and he is the undisputed king of it. We, the fans, are fortunate witnesses to this era of Messi. We are living through the final chapters of a legend, chapters that burn just as brightly as the beginning. Every match he plays now feels like a gift, so savor it, applaud it, because the king is still on his throne, and his kingdom feels eternal.